Gaming has changed. It's not the 90s anymore, but for some reason I still find myself going back. Um, I don't know. I love that era of gaming. I've been gaming for 37 years, and I play new games and I play old games. And I still find myself going back to the older stuff, from anywhere between Sega Genesis to regular Nintendo to Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, even the 360 era. What I believe is the pinnacle of gaming. And I love these games. And I go back to them because they're fun. I feel like when they were being developed, the developers had a love and a passion for them. They wanted to make these games. And I just feel like the bigger companies nowadays, they've kind of lost that passion when it comes to developing. They're always pushing the developers to make the next big thing or copy this because it was successful. There seems to be no repercussion anymore for failure. And I feel like that's a lot of gaming's issue today. Gaming used to be fun. And to me now, gaming just doesn't feel as fun as it used to be. I find myself a lot of the time doom scrolling through my library of games, modern games, trying to find something to play. And they're there, and there are good games out there. Don't get me wrong, but just something inside me has changed to the point to where I'd rather play the old stuff. But there's still a huge part of me that would really want to play the modern stuff. I still love modern gaming. There's a remake of Ocarina of Time coming out, new Onimusha coming out, there's GTA 6, that's a big one. There are still modern games out there that are good. I'm just saying gaming has changed quite a bit because of the fact that we've just gotten to this bloatware scene where every file is going to be gigantic. You can't just go get physical media anymore. Physical media is dying. I wish it wasn't. There's just no soul anymore, and I wish the soul would come back into in the passion that would come back into gaming, like back when E3 was still a thing. I miss E3, man. E3, man, those were some times. I mean, look at this shit. This was the peak of gaming here. But I understand that COVID was a thing. It happened. It killed it off. I mean, there are other factors that killed it too. But I mean, just look at how good it was. Like, what happened? We had games like Halo. We had games like Jak and Daxter for PS2. We had Super Smash Bros. Melee for GameCube, and a plethora of other great games on those consoles. And I just wish we could just somehow go back to those times to where those old games just made you feel a certain way because there was some type of passion, some type of love project going on in the background. The people that made these games had no idea if they were going to succeed, and they made them because they wanted to make them, not because some company told them to, not because of some deadline. No rushing out the door. We need to go back. And it really cuts deep to me knowing that Sony going forward next year will be cutting out physical media for newer games. The older games are there, they're always going to be there. They're not always going to be affordable. And unfortunately, retro is getting expensive, but you know, the games are always going to be preserved in some way. And I really hope that we can figure out a way to preserve the other games that are the newer games that are getting released that may not get a physical release now. And I really hope that one day we can somehow figure out how to preserve these games because they are an art form that deserves to be preserved just as much as any other art form. But that's my spiel. Thank you for listening. Let me know how you feel down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.